Hello everyone, my name is Kelly Nice Ineza. Nice as in nice, yes. So I was the coordinator, or I'm the coordinator of the electrical vehicle project that was happening this summer. So I'll just go through the whole thing. So usually the project started in 2019, and the idea came from the observation of no use of electrical vehicle in Ghana, and then the excess demand in transport and pollution of gas vehicle. And then some Ashesi students was like, what can we do to respond to this problem? And after doing some study, they just choose to make a prototype of an electrical vehicle. But then after sometimes it switched, and it was a student project to actually see if they can make something out of their knowledge, their skill, what they are learning from class. And the idea of electrical vehicle started. So like the project goals was like their project is formed based on factors such as mode of transport, cost, convenience. So the idea was to create a vehicle that is cheaper in consumption, and also that can at least hold 4 people, and also like to, of course, practice the electrical part of it, and then develop of a prototype of the mini passenger electrical vehicle, as I said, and use the result of the prototype to help further research and lead to the creation of an EV public transport vehicle. So after doing the prototype and see how it goes, they were planning to expand it, maybe making a market and produce more electrical vehicle based on the prototype they have made. So the user that were focused was a school with larger rural campuses. For example, here at Ashesi University, you can come from here to, the mountain, this mountain, I hate it. So with the electrical vehicle, the idea was like, it can reduce cost of time from here maybe to the cafeteria or anywhere like on campus. You can use it. Like healthcare facility, even in hospital, in large hospitals, airports and parks. So the idea is to make a car that is accessible in all those places and that can be used to anyone. So, and long-term opportunities was green and cheaper alternative to petrol, find an idea to avoid petrol and gas, creation of job opportunities. Of course, if you have a manufacturer that produce cars, you will need a group, a team. So that was the idea, and the prospective partnership that can be made to increase the number of EV in West Africa and the continent at large. So with EV, with the prototype, you can even find partners who were planning to find partner in the government and introduce the idea to the government so that we can see a possibility of adopting their vehicle and reduce the cost of owning and operating a service vehicle in Ghana. There is very easy to maintain, as well as since it uses electricity as the main, motor or something. Oh, sorry, it skipped me how to say it. So yes, so to reduce the dependence on crude oil by vehicle owner in the country. That explains the same. I think I talked about that already. So, and then after the advantage of for students, we saw that EV won't really respond the problem of transportation in Ghana or like any demand of electrical car in one go. So we just focused on making the prototype like a way or an opportunity for students to practice their knowledge in mechanical, electrical, and computer engineering. So there were students who did the CAD models in SolidWorks, welding metal, and also like they were just there and making things happen. So that was an opportunity. Like the project became an opportunity for engineering students to actually practice what they are learning in class, and it worked over the summer of 2019 and 2021. Okay, and then this is the vehicle prototype. Sorry for the photo, it's the PowerPoint who did that. Okay, so this was after the suspension work was done. So we're just seeing how it moves, how smoothly it is. Sorry, this is me trying to play with that. And this is after installing the electrical motor. So you can see Derry, yes, he was the one who was driving. This is his dream car, actually. So we finally made it happen. And yes, and some other videos. Sorry for the sound. So we're trying to see how it can work. So yeah, thank you for paying attention. That's all.
In the future, do you see turning it into an automated vehicle?
Yes, so we were planning after, like, I think the project is still ongoing. So after building the whole vehicle and see how actually it works, we are actually planning to expand it and consider the electricity as a main part of the car. Yes, thank you.
How confident are you that it could do the hill?
How confident I am that it could do it?
You said it seats 4 people, right?
Yes. So with 2 people, 80% confident. But with 4 people, we haven't tried it yet. So yes, yeah. But it can actually do the hill. The problem is the recharge. Like the electricity doesn't like last long. I mean, we have to recharge sometimes when it has to do to put all the effort to maybe climb the mountain. Yeah, something like that.
Do you think your team would intend to add components such as solar panels?
Sorry?
Solar panels.
Solar panels.
To try to help with energy consumption.
Yes. Actually, the first idea was to use solar panels, but it took longer than we expected, and then we tried to see an alternative to that, and yeah, we used actually a motor, like electrical motor. Yes, thank you.